What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Honeystead. I have completely ran out of elderberry syrup, and in the process I realized I don't think I've ever taken you guys with me to make some elderberry syrup. So we're gonna go ahead, head into the apothecary and make some elderberry syrup. I'm gonna give you my recipe, and then that reminds me I have not done my elderberry clippings, so we're gonna go ahead and plan on clipping my elderberry. This is how my brain works. Come on, let's go ahead to the apothecary. Before we get started on making some homemade elderberry syrup, I do want to say a special thanks to Birch Living for sponsoring this video. For the last 4 months, my husband and I have been sleeping on our Birch natural mattress, and I'm thankful that they reached out to me to check in, see what I thought, see if I still love it, see if my husband loves it, and it is 100% Moose approved by this point. Birch mattresses are GOTS and Green Guard Gold certified, meaning they are free from polyurethane-based foams and harsh, unnecessary chemicals and pollutants. But instead, they're made from 100% organic wool that are sustainably sourced. And the organic material keeps my husband cool and helps regulate our body temperature, unlike synthetic mattresses. I'm also a huge fan of their Eco Rest pillows as well. And I know I've shared with you guys how important it is to allow your body that reset and get a good night's sleep. That is one thing that I was lacking prior to ordering my Birch mattress. I was waking up multiple times a night. Now I'm sleeping sound throughout the night. And the best thing is I'm waking up and I'm not in pain like I was with my older mattress. And it was super easy to order. All I had to do was hop online, click a few buttons, and then boom, it came in the mail. I was able to unravel it, open it up, and then we were sleeping sound from the very first night. Not only because it's a comfortable mattress, but it brings me a peace of mind knowing that the material in it is completely organic and natural and not going to hurt us in any way. And if you're unsure about sleeping on a wool mattress, you can get a 100-night free trial. Plus, it comes with a 25-year warranty and free shipping to anyone in the US. My husband and I both love our Birch mattress, and if you're in the market for a new mattress, definitely check out Birch Living. Early access to their President's Day sale is live now, and you can get 20% off a Birch mattress plus 2 free Eco Rest pillows. Visit the link down below to take advantage of this limited time offer, and in the next couple months, I will keep you posted on my thoughts and opinion on this Birch natural mattress. So far, it's probably been the most comfortable mattress that my husband and I've had in the last 18 years of being married. So now let's get started on making some elderberry syrup. This is about 6 ounces, and it is dried elderberry, mainly dried elderberry. It's about a cup of elderberry. I'm gonna write all this down because I actually have to go back and like pull my recipe to like confirm. But if I remember correctly, it is 1 cup of dried elderberry, about a 1/4 cup of dried sumac. It is 2 tablespoons of ginger, a tablespoon of clove, maybe 2 tablespoons. 2 tablespoons of clove, that's right. 2 tablespoons of ginger, 2 tablespoons of clove, and then a tablespoon of cinnamon. And it's quite delicious. I went ahead and threw it together just because I know that sometimes like when you're not feeling good, you don't want to have to like measure everything out. So I put this together and it's beautiful. Can you all see it? Can you see it? Yes. There we go. So yeah, the clove is really strong, so just be mindful of the clove. And I will go ahead and when I put this video up, I'll put the recipe down into the description so that you can make it. If you don't have sumac berries, don't put it in there. If you do, throw it in there. You can really just use straight elderberry with clove, ginger, and cinnamon, or you can just do straight elderberry. This is totally up to you. So the first thing that we're gonna do, pour it in there. That's so pretty. Come see it. And then I have 6 cups of water. So we don't have water up here, so this is where I bring it, or I have my Berkey. I just went ahead and pre-measured it. So this is 6 cups of water. And all we're gonna do is pour it in. I'm gonna save one of these because this is where it's gonna go after. Now right now I have the temperature on high, and my goal is to bring this up to a boil. As soon as it's up to a boil, I'm gonna reduce the heat and I'm gonna let it simmer uncovered for a minimum of 30 minutes. After you've let it simmer for about 30 minutes, and if you accidentally forget about it and like come back to it at 45 minutes or even up to an hour, it's gonna be okay. I've done it, okay? Trust me. But you're gonna remove it from the heat, and I do let mine cool down a good bit before I go ahead and strain it off. Whether you're gonna use a cheesecloth or a regular strainer, that is totally up to you, but the goal is to go ahead and cool it down just enough so that you're not gonna actually burn yourself. Now from that, because it's cool enough, I will go ahead and store it back in my quart-sized mason jar, because this is, your goal is to basically create a quart of elderberry syrup. I will also mix in 2 cups of raw honey. Now that is, the one thing is don't add the raw honey in while it's still super hot, because you don't want to actually ruin those medicinal properties of the honey. So I do let it cool down. I'll mix in the raw honey, and this is going to be stored in my refrigerator and last for about 2 to 3 months. Now, elderberries are great for helping boost your immune system, especially for cold and flu season. It's an antiviral as well, so if you are kind of fighting something, especially if it's respiratory, this might be one that you want to look into. And you can easily make it at home, or you can go ahead and purchase it, because it is probably one of the most recognized, that and echinacea, recognized medicinal herbs that you can get pretty much anywhere. But elderberry is great for helping clear mucus and then just give your body that boost. Now the cinnamon and ginger, super warming. I love the ginger because it will help if you have like a unsettled stomach. So, you know, if your belly's upset because you're mucusy and you're gross, like that will also help aid in just some stomach discomfort. The cinnamon is delicious. Again, it's warming. We want to kind of stimulate the herbs to go throughout your system. So allowing herbs that are warming, like ginger and cinnamon, will help facilitate the elderberry to work through your body. Now the clove is great because it's an analgesic. Like, I know if my throat is really sore, sipping on this has been really helpful. A lot of people will use, you know, clove on baby's gums. Well, you know, this will kind of help with any pain that you're experiencing in your throat. The other thing that's great is it's an antispasmodic. So if you are experiencing the vomiting, that and it also being a carminative will help kind of settle everything in your stomach. It also helps with parasites, and it is antiseptic as well. So again, clove is great to add into this. Now the sumac is another one that I want to talk to you about, and this is totally optional. If you can get sumac, we have it growing pretty much everywhere. So the berries we harvest, but you can buy them if you don't want to harvest them. And I wanted to go ahead and just pull up, this is my Peterson field guide, which I absolutely love. A lot of my books that I use, I have on an Amazon storefront. It is on my website. I will put the link down below for you to be able to actually go and see the books that I like to use. But there are a few different types of sumac. There's smooth sumac. But the one that we have here is the staghorn, and I wanted to show you. So staghorn sumac, this is the one. See it? Oh goodness, it is right there. Again, I love this book. This is what I mainly take with me when I'm out foraging. Now, What's kind of interesting, the staghorn, what I love about this book is it goes into detail about like how Native Americans used to use it. So very helpful. But always double check, reference everything whenever you are going out foraging. And don't forage from the roadsides, you know, just little tidbits. But with the staghorn, with the sumac or the sumac berries, mainly used in cough syrup. That's how Native Americans used to use the berries. Berry tea was also used for female disorders. And then basically with fever, sore throats, gargling it, so tonsillitis. But again, if you don't have sumac, you can absolutely just use the elderberries. But I wanted to kind of show that because I know that there's a smooth sumac and staghorn sumac. Both have medicinal properties. And if you are interested in learning about foraging, this is definitely my go-to guide. So it has been about 20 minutes. Look how dark that is. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna let it simmer a good bit more. And then I'm just using a chopstick because I forgot my big spoon. But yes, so we're gonna just let it sit and chill for a bit longer, mainly to reduce it just a little bit more. But it smells so delicious in here. Like, oh my goodness. And yes, sometimes you're gonna make a mess. Now, luckily I kind of poured it over the sink, but this is where a tray would come in hand, like my mom always asks me. I'm going to take this down to the house to go ahead and add my 2 cups of honey into it. It's cooled down enough. I might let it cool down just a little bit more. I obviously have to clean this mess up. And dosage wise, you can take a tablespoon a day to kind of ward off any of the funk. Or if you're fighting something, you can take a teaspoon about every 2 to 3 hours, which is helpful. I'll make sure to add the recipe down below so that you guys can take this and create it and make it your own. Now, when it comes to the honey that is gonna go into this, we have to go down to the house for that, and I'm just gonna go ahead and take care of it. I'm gonna add about 2 cups of raw honey, but not just any honey for this one. This one, I'm gonna try my ginger infused honey that I made a while ago that I still have. That's delicious. I use it for stir fry, and I'm gonna try it and see what it would taste like in this. If you're interested in that video, I will also add that down below so that you guys can learn how to make some ginger infused honey. But as always, don't be afraid to get your hands dirty and learn something old. Bye guys.